So most people seem to be waking up and realizing that the Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk psychological operation, that's exactly what it was. It was a psyop. And Erika Kirk probably is pretty deep in with some different intel organizations. She's in deep. And Charlie Kirk, I would imagine, was in deep as well. It seems like Charlie Kirk, this whole thing was just a giant magic trick. And we can go back, like we should go back to the original footage and start looking at this whole thing all over again. Start from scratch. And I think when everybody goes back in to relook for the second time or the 20th time or the 50th time, what they're going to see going back in now that a little time has passed is that the shooting of him when he got shot and he flopped over, and none of it looks real. It looks extremely fake. Very, very fake. There's no blood, for Christ's sake. Oh yeah, the blood goes everywhere, but they're carrying his body back to the car. Not a drop of blood anywhere. Between that and just so many things, obviously the shooter did not take his gun apart and then reassemble it and then disassemble it and then reassemble. Obviously that didn't happen. I mean, come on. Are we kidding me right now? There was a memorial a couple of weeks later that looked like it would have needed to have been planned for months. They rented out the Ocean State Arena many months before, many moons before this whole situation. There was no autopsy. There was no FBI investigation. They literally paved over the crime scene. I mean, what a joke. This entire thing is a joke. I know there are a lot of people on both sides of the fence as far as like, oh, Charlie's dead, Charlie's alive, Charlie. I don't think he's dead. I really don't. I think he's alive. This whole thing is a psyop. I just watched a video the other day of a guy that was so obsessed with his ex-girlfriend, some regular guy. He went and he got plastic surgery, changed his face. He got back with his girlfriend for a few years, and then she finally found out it was him. That's a regular guy changing his appearance. That's a regular guy. For all we know, Charlie Kirk wasn't even who he was in the first place. He didn't look like that. That's for all we know. That was not even his real face. We don't know. Start to use your imagination. Start to think. I was talking to my mom about this, and she said, you know what's weird? He used to play with his nose a lot. Maybe that's not even his nose. And I said, now you're thinking. Now you are thinking. That is thinking. When you watch something on television and you just take it as fact, you take it as 100% fact. Oh yeah, that happened. Oh, I saw. Then you might as well just be watching cartoons and taking those as fact too. Everything you see on a screen is entertainment. I don't know why people don't realize this and when they're gonna start realizing it. Something is gonna have to happen, unfortunately, it seems like. And I'm trying not for that to happen. Wake up. You know, the best way to wake up is by learning that we don't live on a ball spinning around endlessly through space. And when you try and start to actually go ahead and prove that we live on a ball. I dare you. Because in 3 months, you're going to be coming back to me saying, all I could prove is that we're on a flat, non-rotating surface. That's all I could prove. Go ahead, try it. I've spent thousands of dollars on telescopes and equipment trying to prove the Earth was a sphere because I thought flat earthers were absolute fucking idiots. And a few years later, I have a 200-page book that the Earth is not a sphere. So there's that. I mean, the more research you do, the more obvious it gets. And then you realize, wow, if that's a lie, then, you know, it just gets crazy. And then you realize, holy shit, like 99% of everything we learn is a lie. And then you can start to get self-sufficient and learn how to do things. That's what I did. I love you all. If you want to start learning, go to my website. I have created, I think it's probably one of the best resources for alternative information on the internet. And I'm constantly trying to add to it. Become a member if you can. Get my phone number. It's less than a bag of coffee a month. It's a massive support, huge help to me and my nonprofit and my work that I'm trying to do. Without my supporters and my members, I wouldn't be doing this anymore. because I'm not allowed to monetize. I'm not allowed to make money. It's very difficult. When they ban you on every platform and they don't let you make money, it becomes ridiculous. You know, why would you do thousands of videos for nothing? It's very time consuming, and anyone with a brain in their head knows that time is money. So it's crazy. So to all my supporters, my members, everyone that goes over there and supports me, thank you so much. I love you. You mean everything to me. I couldn't do it without you. I love you all. This is my opinion.